All right, good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Best Daily Best channel. I'm your host, Sportsman D, and we are coming off of interesting weekends. Week one NFL kind of tough, so we had a couple of heartbreaking losses, but that's okay. We are back today. We've got a couple of Monday night games for you. We got, which I feel really good about. We got a hockey game, and we've even got some soccer. So let's take a look here and see what we have on tap today. First off, we've got the money line for Chelsea in the Brighton and Hove Albion game. So it's the first game for both these teams in the English Premier League. And you can just go ahead and toss out all of these prior games that these guys have played. Why? Because this is a completely new look Chelsea squad. They've got Kai Havertz coming over from Leverkusen. They've got, what's his name, coming over from, the German coming from Werner, coming over from RB Leipzig. So they're they're a brand new team. They are perfectly suited to move the ball and attack. I really like Chelsea in this game. The money line's actually really fairly priced here. If we take a half second and pull that up. The money line's, it's actually moved a little down. Time of recording, the money line's sitting at minus 160, so that's pretty decent for a team I think that's probably going to come out and smoke Brighton and Albion, or Brighton Hove, or however you pronounce that. All right, so go ahead, guys, and feel comfortable and good backing Chelsea. All right, moving over to baseball. We've got the over of 8. I know it's not posted here, but the over is sitting at 8 between the Marlins and the Phillies. And the reason I'm taking the over, at least one of the prominent reasons here, is the fact that the starting pitcher for the Phillies is trash. It's this gentleman here, Vince Velasquez, and he has not pitched well at all, and he's not pitched well at all against Miami in particular. Now, Miami's not a great team. You look at these over totals. My God, 7 inning games. He's given up, or at least they're scoring a pretty good amount against him. I always like these kind of betting against these kind of pitchers. And then we're looking at Pablo. So Mr. Pablo Lopez over here, this guy has not pitched particularly well either. So neither of these pitchers are particularly good. I'm gonna back the over when you get to a situation where you have a couple of shitty pitchers. So take the over here of 8. All right, now we're going under here, boys. All right, boys, so we're going over to hockey here, boys. Though we don't have any Canadian teams, I'm still having fun with that. All right, what are you talking about? All right, so we've got the under between the Stars and the Golden Knights, the under sitting at 5 currently. And, the Golden Knights were red hot until they matched up with the Stars, and the Stars have really put them out. So they really put the fire out on the Golden Knights here. Now Stone is hurting, one of their main primary playmakers. I guess a little redundant, main and primary, but it's one of their primary playmakers here, and he's going down. He may even play, but he took a puck right off the ankle, and the way I saw it, he didn't look very good at all, and I think he's kind of questionable for today's game. So even if he plays, even if he skates, he's going to be hurting. And it's just not good. Not only that, the goalie for the Stars, the hell is his name? Yeah, Kubodin. This guy is, as the Canadians say, he's standing on his head. So he's doing an amazing job in net between the pipes, and I expect that to continue. So take the under of 5 and take it with a pretty good amount of confidence, guys. Here they have not touched the over one time. They've pushed one. Actually, that was a 5.5 spread, so I believe they've gone under every single time. Now the line's at 5, but I think that this is a 3-1 Stars win. We'll revisit that here in a moment. All right, so moving over to NFL, you've got the good old opening weekend doubleheader on Monday night, so it's pretty cool. I don't know why this dude looks like he's about to cry here, but maybe because he's not on the Steelers anymore. But, in this game, you got the Steelers and the Giants. The Steelers have a really good defense, and the Giants' defense, I think, is going to be retooled. They signed, from my beloved Titans, they signed Logan Ryan, who's a really, really good and solid corner and DB. I think he's going to bring a lot of veteran leadership to this young Giants team. So they re-signed Leonard Williams. They've got some good pieces on defense, and then on offense, they've got some good players, but they're young. They're up against this Steelers team that's pretty good. Big Ben's a question mark for me. So I think that this is going to go under the total here of 45. And I feel pretty good about that just because, again, it's the first game. We had no preseason. Some teams yesterday looked awful. Some teams looked really good, but I don't expect this game to be a high fly act. I think this is going to go under. So take the under of 45 in this Giants and Steelers game. All right, moving over to my beloved Titans, and I'm with Mina Kimes here, and her fears that the Broncos are going to be hurting without Von Miller. I agree 100%. We've seen a 6-point line spread, nearly unheard of. Well, whatever, maybe I shouldn't say that, but it's rare. All right, guys, this does not happen often. So you get a 6-point line spread, and that's what Von Miller means to the Broncos. I think he's a big loss. Now, here's another thing. There's a lot of little, whatever, sub stories or whatever you want to call it. Whatever. It's Monday morning, guys, from a long weekend. Subplots. There you go. A lot of subplots in this game. Jarrell Casey is going to face the Titans, and now he's doing it at home. It actually probably would be a crazier game for him if he was playing in Tennessee. He's playing at home. There's going to be no crowd, which I think really does work against the home teams here, not having the energy of the crowd. So you've got a place that's historically really difficult to play, but they're playing with no fans. So the Titans, I think, win this game. They have a better offense. I think they have a much better offense. So now you've got Tannehill, despite his ridiculous comments. We got Tannehill, who's coming off a fantastic season. So he's now got a full season in this offense with the first team. You've got Derrick Henry, who's just going nuts and running wild. You got A.J. Brown. Jonnu Smith is going to go off. I actually got him in my fantasy league, so I hope he does. But, you got a team here in the Titans that's really solid, coming off a fantastic season before. I think that they take the Broncos week 1. I think the Broncos get better as the season goes on. I actually really do like their quarterback, whose name also eludes me. Locke. So I really like their quarterback, but they don't have enough for the Titans. So go Titans. They're going to take week 1 here on the road. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this thing up here and bring this home. We've got the Chelsea money line against Brighton and Hove Albion. We've got the over of 8 between the Marlins and Phillies. We've got the under of 5 in the Stars Golden Knights game. Got the under of 45 in the Steelers Colts game. The Titans pick and our dog of the day. So we missed out on it in the taking the Panthers yesterday. That was brutal. But today we got a winner here, and that's the Stars. And that's a scary looking dog. But we got the Stars plus 150. I ranted on about how the Stars are shutting down the Golden Knights, and now you're going to price them at plus 150? All day. Give them to me all day. So go Stars and take that one with a degree of confidence because I do think they're going to win. Who knows, but I do think they're going to win. All right, good luck, guys. Get those picks in, get those bets in. Let's make those bookies and sports books feel it. Join me again here around this time tomorrow for another slate of the best daily bets.